Hi, welcome to the channel. I try to make as much trauma-focused content that I feel is helpful, and today I wanted to talk about identity and how I've changed from uncovering my trauma to spending 2 years healing it. It's not advice. You are free to do whatever you want, and I just hope you find the video helpful. So let's get into it. It's almost like someone flipped a switch and I just regained consciousness. When I remember when I was abused, it was literally like I woke up and I'm in a classroom and I'm like, what day is it? And one of my friends just goes, oh, it's the last day of school. And I was just like, what do you mean it's like yesterday was the first day of school? What had happened is my memory just blacked out what had happened. It was such an intense experience. My body just forgot it or turned it off or just shut off completely. It fogs out different parts of the memory as a survival mechanism. That's one of the effects of the trauma has had on me. I've forgotten myself. This is professionally referred to as dissociative amnesia. Symptoms of dissociative amnesia often include memory loss of certain time periods, events, people, and personal information, a blurred sense of identity, often feeling detached from yourself and your emotions, and perceiving that people and things around you are distorted and unreal. I even listened to a playlist a couple months ago from college, not too long ago, and I remember listening to this music and being like, I can't believe I forgot I liked this music. I had completely forgotten I liked an entire genre of music. And it's like, what else have I forgotten? When I started this, I broke it down to recovered, not recovered. And it was just this binary thing that I was either broken or fixed. And it doesn't happen overnight where we feel fixed. And I had this immense pressure on myself to kind of like a big you to my abuser, like, oh, well, you did this to me. Well, in a year, I've managed to get my dream job, get my dream house. I'm gonna show you how fast I can recover from this. And I felt so overwhelmed with not knowing my career path, not knowing what hobbies I wanted to do. The only thing that my therapist said as I was mourning and grieving and processing all this was, what do you want to do? All I could really muster up at the time was, I like reading. What reading was for me was this starting point, or this little pinpoint on a two-dimensional graph of like, well, okay, I'm starting here. This is mine. This is something I have complete control over and chose. And, you know, with trauma, you lose a lot of control in your life. You lose a lot of choice in your life because a monster decided to do something horrible. And having this like little thing was like, okay, this is mine. As I moved forward with reading, it branched out, and I uncovered I really like making videos. When by chance my dad told me to apply for this TV show, and I made a video about it, and I was like, this is so fun. And when I finally moved out of my dad's house, it was like, oh, well, I really like RV life, I guess. It took a while to grow on me, but I at least feel safe. And all of a sudden I had 3 points. And then guitar came along. And next thing I knew, I had, 4 things that I really chose for myself. I think the point I'm trying to make here is, in recovery, you don't have to have it all figured out, and trying to race against your abuser is only going to feed into the pressure of recovering. Taking the time to celebrate your victories, whether they're big or small, whether I think you're just starting and you've just, admitted to yourself or a therapist or a friend or family member what had happened to you, and you're shaken up, or you've been doing this for a while and maybe you don't feel you've made enough progress. I'm here to tell you that you have, and those are monumental steps. And the fact that you're here watching this video or talking to someone or trying is enough to, at least in my experience, to know you're on the right path. I had this moment. That's the best way I can describe it. I walked into my RV. I was in this beautiful forest, and the sun was hitting the inside at such a beautiful angle that everything was orange and my place was organized. I saw a Gibson in the corner and my bed was made, and I just overlooked this beautiful scenery, and I was like, did I do this? Did I build this? And it was really encouraging, because that was the first moment I realized like who I am outside of trauma. And I really like this person, and I'm getting to know this person. I'm getting to know myself. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to say about this. If you enjoy this content or found it helpful, like, totally subscribe. I'm planning on making a lot of this based on trying to help people and help myself in the process, but mostly to help others, almost entirely to help others. I have my support systems. I have therapy. This channel is for people who don't, or are lost, or have no idea where to start. So I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah. I'll see you next Sunday.